things didn't have to get to this point. And yes, maybe you can love him before and don't love him again. It's okay. You can decide to leave the marriage, but why are you guys fighting yourselves, revealing things that is so is so terrible that another ears shouldn't hear? And nobody says stay with all those things. Nobody says stay back. You should just have left quietly. Now revealing this. You see, can we all just agree that when people are in some sort of a problem or challenge, whatever it is, and somehow that situation gets out in the social media, I don't think it's an opportunity for us or everyone on social media to mock them or make statements like, good for them. Say, when they were doing this, when they were saying this, when they were enjoying this, were we there? Now they are seeing Shiggy and they are coming to us for help. Like, I don't think, I feel it's very responsible for, or is inhuman for us to behave that way. When I mean us, I mean people on social media, especially when these people seem to be crying out for help, or their situation or what they are saying somehow speak, even if they are not crying out for help like that, but you can see that they are speaking out of pain. Now, this story, of course, you know where I'm going. It's a Regina Daniels issue. Nigerians, we have this popular saying that you see waiting to happen between husband and wife, make you no put mouth, make you no put mouth, right? Always say that. Yes, as true as that is, we shouldn't put our mouth or interfere when husband and wife have issues. But when it gets to the point when somehow they are crying for help, those who can intervene should. Not because people just want to go there and say, leave your husband's house, leave your wife, leave your this, leave your spouse. No. Sometimes what people need may not be divorce. Sometimes people just need that separation for a while. And then, let them just breathe and they will come back. Regina Daniel, I know that, if you follow her on social media, this girl, she's just over the years after she got married, you find out that even if she's a married woman, she was just still acting her age. I'm sure this girl was just, I think, just 25 years. So all those things she did, flaunting this, saying that, now because she has some marital challenges, we are all of a sudden wanting to leave her, let her deal with it. You can clearly see a girl who is helpless, somebody who needs help. She and her family, they are fighting someone who is high and mighty. Ned Nwoko no small. In any area you want to look at it, in law, in politics, influence, whatever it is. So I first of all, I don't know how the family, allowed things to degenerate to this extent. This is family matter. I don't think we should know anything about it. First of all, how they all started this whole madness, the fault is solely on them. Because, I mean, the first thing is that video that came out where Regina Daniels said, I'm a queen in my home. I may be nobody in a networker's house, but I'm a queen in my home. So, and then suggesting that her husband, Ned Nwoko, is beating her. Now, that's a serious allegation for somebody who is a politician, for somebody who weighs some kind of influence in the society. You don't want to be seen as someone who beats your wife. So I'm sure he too didn't think. So the reaction that that kind of thing brought to him, I think, was that to just fight back. Oh, Regina is taking drugs and all of that. But I'm sure both of them will be regretting it now because we didn't have to know those things. And you see, both of them can easily just separate, go their ways, their separate ways, without us knowing details of all of this. Look at how messy it has become now. Look at how bad it is now, to the extent now they have arrested Regina's brother. Now it's justice for, this is Sammy, that is the guy's name. Things didn't have to get to this point. You already have two children for this man. And yes, maybe you can love him before and don't love him again. It's okay. You can decide to leave the marriage, but why are you guys fighting yourselves, revealing things that is so is so terrible that another ears shouldn't hear? And nobody says stay with all those things. Nobody says stay back. You should just have left quietly. Now revealing this, so many things. I I don't know how I feel about this. I will say that if you're quarreling with a family member or a close friend, that you shouldn't quarrel like enemies. Because by the time you say all those things to yourselves, it becomes very weird for reconciliation. Now the man is now forcing, you must come back home. And it's only on that ground that your brother will be released. Now, so many things, stories coming out here and there. Your mother is fighting here, your brothers are fighting here, you're on social media crying. I don't know, from the beginning, you know you were not fighting somebody who is smaller. Because he's a lawyer, I'm sure there is something he has used to hold this boy that at the end of the day, they may not even say it's the Regina Daniel Ned matter. It will now turn out to be something else. And they will pin it on, like, maybe a criminal offense. You see, you don't fight these people like this, like straight up like this. You have to strategize to fight this kind of people who have influence, who have money, connection. You don't fight them like this. All you have is social media, right? These people, they don't need social media. They fight behind the scenes, and their fight, they bloody, like they bad. So for those saying good for her, that is the angle that I'm even interested in. If you cannot do anything, if you don't want to even show sympathy, just keep quiet. Let her carry her cross. You can at least just keep quiet if you don't want to show sympathy. That's the truth. This is not the time for us to come out and say good for her, because we should also realize humanity first. She may have said or done things that looks like pepper them gang, she the pepper was pepper. But hey, everybody on social media is all cruise vibes and inshallah, and everybody going. But when real issues come up, irrespective, we face real issues. That's it. Let Release the brother first, and then you people will now face the real issue. But now, trying, if the girl does not want to marry again, this is not the time to force her back to her husband's house, because it will be worse off now going back, and then you don't even know what is going to happen to her. That's the truth. She's 25, she's still young, she still have life ahead of her. Even if she says she doesn't even want to marry again, she already has two children, if that is, you know, like her goal to have children. Already has children. Now there might be another fight now if Regina will have access to her children if she doesn't go back to her husband's house. Like, it's just a whole lot of mess. And let's forget that aspect of my mama will blame. The girl don't marry, don't marry. Leave that matter. That one is gone. You might be shocked, truly, maybe it wasn't the mother. Because we all, because the mother along the line supported her, and we'll be thinking that, you know, it's the mother that pushed her. But you'll be shocked that we almost have done some things that our parents objected to initially. But because we're ahead, strong on going on with that thing, they have no choice but to support us. That might just be what Regina Daniel's mother did. No point or no choice, but let me just support her if that's what she wants. It's not easy all the time when people start becoming teenagers. It's not easy for you just pray to God that you have children who listens to you, and then when you say no, no is no, and they follow your lead. Sometimes even pastors' children, they go against their parents. So I don't know whether she's done that first, but if they're saying that she's not the one, like Regina said, and she's saying she's not the one, I'm just saying that there are situations when parents go against children's wishes, but children they will still go ahead to do what they want to do. But along the line, parents will just have to support because they're children. You get. So yeah, I just feel so sorry for her. That's what I really feel for her. You know, all those ones you cry in Lamborghini. It's better to cry in Lamborghini than to smile in keke and all of that. All those ones are just cruise talk. This girl needs help. This girl needs. I hope people are around her to console her. This girl is almost losing her mind. You don't even know what she goes through in that house. If all those allegations of being injected and behave like a zombie, being all those things she wrote, if they're happening, only God knows how much more happens. See, this matter I didn't want to talk about it because still I was of that opinion that you see what happened between husband and wife, make nobody they put mouth for the matter. But for every day we wake up is something new. It's something new. But I am coming from the angle that when people are going through situation, when they have come out or when they come out on social media to actually look like they are crying for help, that is not the time for us to say, oh, not you say it's good for us to dey cry for Lamborghini than it's not that time at all to think that or to say that or to bring out that because I noticed that that's why a lot of people are mocking her. That's why a lot of people are not showing sympathy. Again, who shows their sad side on social media? This is exactly why people don't show their sad side because people will mock them. So why not? They will be showing you what you want to see. The private jets, the watts of dollars, the good lives. That's what you guys want to see. You then don't want to see her cry because you will mock her. Oh, what you marry old rich man? So the rich also cry? I mean, that is not supposed to be how we should live when people are calling for help. Domestic violence is real. I'm not saying that Regina Daniel may not have a fault if they have marital issues. I don't know. But you see, once there is any kind of violence, there is any kind of thing that looks like that, even if the man is the woman beating the man or the man beating, once there is any form of violence whatsoever, the first thing first is for the parties involved to give themselves breathing space. This is not the time to now want to go and be arresting the brother to say now Regina has to come back because if Regina goes back now, you not release the boy, Abby. I not send any of them, but you see, we all one day will come out to say, we should have been more kinder to her. We should have showed mercy. We should have done this. Should have done this. When we can't still do that. So all I'm saying for those who can, for those who are close to her, I just pray that they don't leave her because that girl, that video she did, she's like a young girl who has so much in her head. Like that girl, let's not forget she's still 25 years old. Yes, you can actually say 25 years, we go marry person with big person. That is not the point. That is not the point. It don't happen, it don't happen. Okay. Now, in 25 years, the age she is now, she's a grown woman now. She's a married woman, she has two children. Yes. So whatever happened has happened. She don't marry the man. She don't born. She don't like life don't move on past that stage. But at this point, there is a problem. Every day, the Regina Darling they post, his mama they post, his brother they post. They are practically on social media like that is it's like that is the only tool they have to fight this man. This man has money, influence, security, bodyguards. The man a lawyer too. And for those saying that um you know Regina married for money, you see if you marry somebody that is that age, as of the time she married, I think she married at 17 or 18 or so. How can you look at what else would you marry that man for? And again, leave the love matter first. What else will you marry that man for? Is what he can offer. And you see, Regina too, as every time she was getting married to that man, it's not like she was one girl who just sat down somewhere and saw this rich man. The man also went for Regina's hand and married because of who Regina was at that time. So both of them, Regina didn't have maybe money to give. I mean, let's leave that story about $50,000 that the mother talked about. I don't know that one, but I'm just saying that let's stay with the layman understanding. Ned has money. Regina has the level of fame she had at that time that Ned needed to lash into. And unless you want to kid yourselves, you see, we will not deny the fact that that marriage made us see Ned Nwoko in another light. The girl marrying that girl, like there was a way he cleaned up his image in a way. People that were people who were frowning at it somehow. Regina made it look beautiful. People started admiring them. When you see them in a private jet, for people saying, only Regina, then I go feel and advise me when I go take. Oh, you who go tell Regina with all these things, you can't tell Regina make you go, they marry one small boy. Like she made it look beautiful in a way. Like, okay, maybe not beautiful, but people admired them. Like they turned quote unquote celebrity couple in a way because there was a way they now look. At least the marriage at some point people forgot that is an old man that married a younger. Regina just grew in our eyes and became like mature. She became more beautiful. She kind of now grew up so fast to meet up the man's status. So it was a beautiful marriage, like of money meeting another person's kind of fame. And at some point, people started we passed that level of say old man marries young boy, and we started admiring them and admiring how they were growing together and making it look beautiful in their own way. And then this, all I'm just here to say is that let's show sympathy when we see situations that requires us to show sympathy. It's not a time for us to say, not be waiting you choose with your hand. Not be you go marry old man. Not be you tell us say better to cry in a Lamborghini. So why you they call us now? It's not a time for that. Okay. Anyway, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. I see you again in my next video. Bye for now.